Well, everybody, today is, I don't know, Wednesday. Gildas here, Gildas Parody with Riverside Lodge in Manitoba, Canada. And I'm going to do a bit of a review. I found some bear meat, and I'm just going to cook some up. It's called bear meat chunks. So I often do that with some of the just pieces of meat and things like that when I'm cutting up meat. Do what you want with it. It could be stew, could be stir fry, could be whatever the hell you want. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on the barbecue. That's the best way to cook meat, right? And so I'm gonna cook some of that up here this evening and see what and have a call it unadulterated. I'm not gonna put any seasoning or soak it or brine it or anything, even sauce on it. I might put some sauce on some of it after, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a real taste test just to see what bear meat tastes like. I know what it tastes like. I've eaten it lots of times, but I want to know what just plain cooked bear meat tastes like. Keep in mind, bear meat has to be cooked well done, which right off the bat, what meat is really good well done. But anyhow, we're gonna cook it up and see what it tastes like. All right, talk to you in a bit. Okay, so I'm here, and I've always wanted to do this. I've got so I've been sampling here a little bit. I've got what I've got on the go here, I should just go back to that, is I've got some bear meat. And this is pure, unadulterated, basically chunks. That's what it said on the freezer bag, actually, was chunks of bear meat. And that's exactly what it is. So I wanted, everybody always asks me, what's bear taste like? Well, is it good? Is it good? Is it this? Is it that? And I've always said, yeah, it's good meat. And I like it. But, I've never really had the opportunity to give it a fair review, taste test, what are you going to call it? Because, we've always been seasoned and whatever, doctored and stuff. And so I thought today, I'm by myself here. I'm going to try some bear meat, just cooked on the barbecue. I've been cooking some beef. I've been cooking some pork, cooking some deer. So I looked in the freezer and there's a bag of some bear chunks. So perfect. So we're gonna do that. So that's what I'm doing. My opinion on it, it's reminds me of muskrat. So I mean, like the aftertaste, the cooked bear meat. It really has I don't know, I'm not going to call it unique, but it's got a different. It's a good, very mild aftertaste, because I cheated. I took a few pieces off the grill and I ate them just pure plain, and then I took a few pieces and I dipped them in some barbecue sauce. You can probably see there, barbecue sauce, and I have a plate, and just some smaller pieces that were, because the thing that really, in my opinion, takes away from the quality, taste, whatever you want to call it, texture of the bear meat, is it has to be cooked well done. It's like pork. I guess it's in the pork family, and it can have trichinosis, and so they recommend you cook it to an internal temperature. I forget what, 160. But anyway, it's up there. But to basically well done, and so that's what I'm doing. The smaller pieces, of course, cooked a little quicker, and I'm not temperature probing everything, but I'm not freaking out paranoid about things, but I don't want to get sick. So anyway, I've cooked it well done, what I would consider well done, and it's not, that no piece of meat, in my opinion, is better or even good when it's well done. But you know what, this meat is pretty darn good. I mean, the plain bear itself, no seasonings, no sauces, no nothing, just the meat itself, very mild tasting, bit of a wild taste. When I said it reminds me of muskrat. When I said years ago, I cooked some muskrat, and I said I liked it, it was good, but I said I would never cook it with pepper again. And so my taste buds, it seems to really have a peppery, when you put pepper on it, it seems to really, boom, pepper flavor comes alive. And so anyhow, the rest of the meat here, I'm not going to put any more pepper on it. maybe a real slight amount, because to me, it really, I don't know, I'm no wordsmith, I don't know what it means, but the pepper flavor really pops out of it. And that's exactly what happened when I first thing I noticed when I cooked those muskrats. There's a funny story about that too, but we won't talk about that. We're reviewing bear meat today, so I just wanted to give it a fair review. No seasonings, no sauces or anything. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna put some sauce on it later. I might even put some on these because I like barbecue sauce. Seems to taste better when it's kind of put on the meat right before it's ready to come off, and you put some barbecue sauce on it and it cooks in the barbecue. Call me crazy, but I mean, it just seems to taste better. Everything seems to be better that way. And that's why I wanted to do this bear meat on the barbecue. There's a burnt piece. How better way to cook any meat than on the Q? So here I am doing that with this bear meat. This is a young bear also. It's not a big old boar. I know this bear. It wasn't, like I say, it's a quality chunk of meat to start with. So here we are. That's what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm burning my fingers here. This barbecue really kicks out some heat. That's what I'm doing here, is cooking up some bear meat. I'll maybe come back in a bit here and I'm not sure which ones I'm going to put barbecue sauce on, and then let you see the finished product. It's pretty much finished, but that's the problem, is I don't know. The bigger pieces are, that's the other problem, is I guess I should be probing them so I don't way overcook them, but yeah, anyhow, I'm not preparing this for a fancy meal for a bunch of people. It's just me, and I've eaten way worse. I guess I stopped my other video. It didn't pause, it stopped, so I'll have to try and thread these together. But here's can you see that? Nice little thick piece. Cooked, I'd say well done. And actually a thicker piece like this, I've been eating the small thin ones. A thicker piece like this is actually very tender, even though it's well done. So here you can see I put some Q sauce on there. My favorite barbecue sauce, let's all admit it. Kraft barbecue chicken and rib. There's no better barbecue sauce than that one. At the end of the day, it's good on everything. So that's what I did here. I'm going to have doctored up a few pieces with that, just to give it some barbecue flavor. I'm going to let that kind of do its thing. And then here's a few pieces that aren't no seasoning at all, not even salt and pepper, and nothing. And I'm going to take them inside and I'm going to put some different seasoning and stuff on them. But I got to say, all in all, you know what? Bear meat has, I guess you could say, its own flavor, but there's really not much of a flavor. There's no wild flavor. There's nothing that really jumps out at you. And that's probably what makes it so good. So many people have said that they doesn't have a really gamey taste. I like a gamey taste in meat, but it really doesn't. It tastes good. It really does. Sorry, I'm sweating. It's so humid here. At nighttime, can you believe it? It's 99% humidity here. And the daytime temperatures are 30 to 33 degrees Celsius. I mean, it's been hotter. I mean, it's consistently stupid hot. Hard to get any work done. Mosquitoes are going crazy. Anyhow, wah. But the meat, back to the meat, I like it. I do. I really like it. I'm going to probably save and cook more of it now. I mean, I can't see anybody turning their nose up at this. It doesn't have a sharp, strong, any kind of real flavor to say you don't like. I don't know what you could say you don't like about it. But anyhow, it's good stuff. Over and out. So, bear meat. You know, too bad it has to be cooked well done. If this stuff could be cooked rare, medium rare, you know, oh, I think this would knock some other meat out of the park. And it's actually really good meat. I truly like it. you know, I've eaten bear meat lots before, and I've made sausage, we've made burgers, we've done different things with it, thin sliced and fast fried, but it's always been seasoned up and everything else. I took some here and just barbecued it. Simple. Cooked it, of course, well done, but I put some barbecue sauce on some of them. I came inside and I put some salt on, some pepper. Like I said earlier, the pepper really seems to be enhanced. You don't need much pepper to get a pepper flavor out of it, and it doesn't. I don't think, my opinion, I'm not going to put any pepper up anymore. I'm just going to eat this. I got some toast and meat. What more could a guy want for a supper? Some awesome bear meat and some, you know, perfectly cooked toast, perfectly buttered toast, and some bear meat. So yeah, no, I think it's awesome. I'll eat it all day long. I'm gonna find more ways to cook it, and I've never cooked a bear roast. Honestly, I don't cook many roasts as it is. I'm not really a big roast fan, but I think that's the next way a person should do it to get another. You know, a slow cooked. Well, we've done slow cooked meat, but I mean just a roast in the oven, like or on a barbecue or whatever. But you know, and then slice it. That would be another good way to taste test it to see what it's all about. Cook it in all the different ways that is normal for cooking meat. But this particular way, yeah, it's good. I wish it didn't have to be cooked well done. I think that would be pretty incredible meat right there. But I'm gonna go back to eating. I think it's awesome.